style me lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Chargers. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway in Southern California. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and 2, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 22.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Herbert now. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll try the right side with Eckler. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Milano, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. Finds his target, Allen. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Now receiver in motion left.
Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers.
Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Allen. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll power his way up near the 25. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Flush to his right. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Allen. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills have work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Allen. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Throwing now is Allen. And that will be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there? Able to shut them down on that attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before they have.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Williams, the man in motion left. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Herbert throwing again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
The Chargers first down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. In motion left goes Allen. To the air again, Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result. Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. A final shot before half for Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. McKenzie now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic. I think at the half or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On 1st down, Allen. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On 2nd down, Cook. 2 yards, good enough for a first. From the gun, it's Allen. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Kenneth Murray leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, throw left side, complete. That's McKenzie. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is going to have the Bills' first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. A give, Singletary right side. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Allen going to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Allen now on 3rd and goal. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Allen now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And only a couple there, up to about the 23-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On play action, Allen. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it, he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. After the sack on first down, Herbert, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Chargers 7. Tyler Bass to the kickoff.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of...
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first three quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Von Miller. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And hauled in here by Richard Rodgers. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Herbert operating from the red zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Richard Rodgers, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. Herbert. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yard.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murdered my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm stepping. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. Taken from about the 12. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And some room to work. And he'll be out right at the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And the Chargers, first down.
Allen, the man in motion right.
35-yard line.
It's Eckler again. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a give running left is Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now it's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
The 20. 5. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. Well, we've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get them the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he stopped immediately there. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. 2nd and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like that?
That's just because they didn't get it. Hindsight's 2020.
2020 and never defeated.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers, nothing. Brett Maher to kick off for Dallas.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Running on first down, Eckler. And some room to roam now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Williams, a man in motion right.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, Michelle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Herbert will give this one to Eckler to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his target, Allen. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Gain of 28 yards. Complete to Keenan Allen. First and goal at the 7.
Here's Herbert. This will be caught at about the 5. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Prescott from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw is Prescott. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. DeAndre Carter back deep. That's taken on the 25. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Herbert on 3rd down now. That's going to be complete to his tight end Everett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Eckler now between the tackles. He's got room at the 30, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Herbert now. Touchdown! Gerald Everett as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. On the move past the 40. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And again, it's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
On
2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They'll break the line, come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. Taking it right down Broadway. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. Touchdown, Chargers! Austin Eckler, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers...
it out, what you handsome. You and dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down. The best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Right to the air is Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Normally, you see three tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10. At about the 32. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's got room. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 21-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, Brent, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. This is a counter play. Eckler, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Chargers 7, Chiefs 0.
In motion left comes Williams. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 62 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. On 2nd and 9, Herbert, touchdown. Gerald Everett, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
Travis Kelce past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stall down here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. An extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick-6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick-6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick-6, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that plan on winning the game for their teams themselves.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ballgame, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll run here with Eckler.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. Well, on that one, they go with the play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
It's Rodgers here with a grab. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Herbert operating from the red zone. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And it's caught. And he's brought down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Well, now how about this return? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this laying out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not down another turnover on his ledger.
That's going to be caught. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now it's Mahomes again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll hand off here to Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 39. 130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler.
Down to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the...
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster, 84 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 21. The teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Herbert on 1st down now. He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 55 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Juju Smith-Schuster
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. We've got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Herbert setting up to throw on first down, and the Chiefs are going to get him. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Williams, the man in motion left. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Now Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
In motion left goes a tight end. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive took a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settled things down a little bit.
Here's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 40 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to...
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes will throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. One final try for Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chargers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.